Hello, this is David Corlett from VIPRE Security here to show you some of our VIPRE Site Manager product. And today we'll be talking about creating sites for your clients. So let's start here in the product dashboard, but we'll jump pretty much immediately to the Sites tab, which shows you a list of all the sites that have been previously created for your tenants. Now, to add a site, we're just going to use this Add Site button up in the top right of the screen. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is give it a domain name. This is going to be a direct URL to the site, but you can always get there through Site Manager instead. So let's say that we're creating a site for a company called Crimson Insurance. So we'll call it crimson.beta.myviper.com. Next, we're going to give it a company name. And then the next field we want to fill in is a billing contact. Now, this is just information about who you would contact at this customer for when you want to bill them, or perhaps if you wanted to contact them about a disconnected device, something like that. So we'll just say Crimson admin and an email address of admin@crimson.com. Now, this just gives you some metadata about the site, but you do have an option here to check the create read-only site user account for the billing contact. What this is going to do is actually create an account on the site for Crimson Insurance. It'll be a read-only account that your tenant could use to log in and see exactly what services you're offering. This is purely optional, but it does create a convenient way for them to access and see what's going on with their own environment. Now, the other option to note here is that you can create sites of two different kinds. One is a build site, which is a production site that is used for your clients, and you get billed for and you can bill them for. You also have an option of creating a 30-day trial, which gives your tenant some time to try out your service before they commit to buying it. So you get to choose which option. In this case, we'll just start with a production site. Now, the estimated seats here is just some way to remind you and your team how many seats you expect this customer to be protecting using your service. It doesn't matter if they go over this number or stay under this number, nothing's going to stop working. It's just something to remind you what you kind of expect. Now, if it varies dramatically in real life, then you might need to go back to them and renegotiate your contract. Similarly, the expires date here refers to the contract expiration. We just set it for a year. That is another reminder just for you to go back potentially and renegotiate next year. Again, nothing will stop working when this date approaches, but it's there just to help you remember. Okay, so everything looks okay in this form, so we'll go ahead and say add. Now, the first thing you might want to do for a brand new site like this would be to perhaps deploy agents. And I'll go ahead and click on here, but you'll notice when I click on this, I'm actually opening up a new tab with a URL that's pointing to crimson.beta.myviper.com. So now we're directly logged into this particular client site. It's restricted to their domain. And from here, I can take all the normal Endpoint Cloud deployment options, such as deploying or downloading the Windows Agent installer, creating custom installers, or sending out installers over email. But for now, we'll flip back to our Site Manager dashboard to see what's going on. We'll close this. And you'll see that now in the list, we have Crimson Insurance with our contract end date, estimated seats as metadata for you to remember, and currently no deployed seats. So not much going on with this site yet. And if we expand that view, again, not much to see. But this view is a very useful view generally because you can zoom in perhaps on sites that need attention, like D&D Architects here. And then you'll see some summary information about what's going on in their environment. And you'll see that there are, in fact, 3 devices here that need to be rebooted. So with that, you're up and running with a new site. And you can see how easy it is to get up and running with your tenants. That's all for today. Thank you very much.